Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Kristen, and in this video I'm going to be going over the process for making an aesthetic for my novel that is currently a work in progress, and it is also my NaNoWriMo 2020 project. NaNoWriMo stands for National Novel Writing Month. It is held every November, and it is where writers challenge themselves to complete a 50,000 word novel in the span of a month. A novel aesthetic is similar to a mood board, which is a collage of images that share a common theme that correlate to a story. Mood boards are used to help visualize and conceptualize the tone, theme, and mood of the story. Novel aesthetics could contain images and concepts for individual characters, individual scenes, individual locations, or the book as a whole. For this video, I'm going to create a novel aesthetic that encapsulates the premise of my story as a whole. The sites I am using contain free-to-use stock images, so if I want to post my collage onto other sites, I won't get in trouble for copyright or stealing photos, and I will list the sites that I used in the description. The first site I am using is called Pixabay. My novel is a sci-fi space opera, so the first few images I am searching for are galaxies, planets, stars, and anything space related. I'm also looking for spaceships and tech. The type of ships I had in mind don't necessarily look like NASA rockets, more like 3D renderings of more fictional looking spacecrafts that don't really exist in real life, or they have yet to exist. My character is an engineer. She works on repairing and running maintenance on machinery, ships, and satellites. So I was also looking for images of satellites, astronauts in space, the interior of space stations and spaceships, just things of that nature. I was searching for images of robots, holograms, just things that fit the bill of the sci-fi aesthetic that I had in mind for my story. My protagonist is black, and I was having trouble finding any stock images of black girls on this site. Not necessarily girls that fit the appearance of my character, but any black or people of color in general. I would type in black girls in the search bar and get pictures of black silhouettes of girls or of monochrome black and gray photos of non-black women. I tried to get more specific. She has braids or dreads. So for keywords, I was searching for braids, I was searching for dreads, Afrofuturism, Afropunk, and I didn't get anything. I would get pictures of white women with braids, horses with braids, and stock images of pirates with dreads. I don't know. Maybe I just suck at typing in correct keywords in the search bar for this particular site. I decided to use another site for free stock photos called Pexels. I actually like this site better than Pixabay, even though I did find good images on Pixabay. The quality of the photos on Pexels just seems to be better to me. There was a ton of great stock images of people, especially more to choose from regarding images of people of color. Even though this site did have great photos, I was still having a hard time finding an image of a black girl where the photo fit the aesthetic that I was looking for. If I could find someone that vaguely matched her appearance, that would be a plus, but I was mainly looking for an image that was doctored and lit so that it looked like it fit the sci-fi tone and aesthetic of what I had envisioned, so that I didn't have to take the photo into Photoshop and edit the image to get what I was looking for. An example of what I mean by sci-fi aesthetic is the common blue filter or cold lighting that you often see in sci-fi movies and TV shows that are mostly caused by like the LEDs that they use to bring about that mood or that effect. To help garner a search result to match this particular lighting, I looked up models under neon lights. Again, I got some decent results, but none that really fit what I was looking for. Since my protagonist is a mechanic and a pilot, she mainly wears coveralls as her primary work attire. She's working all the time, and that actually plays into her story. So all she wears whenever she goes out are coveralls. And since she's always working, that's basically all that she wears. The clothing that most of the models were wearing in these photos didn't fit the vision I had in mind for the protagonist's apparel. As far as search results go, coveralls are very specific. So I was also looking for clothes that were streetwear, simple, loose-fitting, clothing that you wouldn't mind getting dirty. And I was having difficulty finding a clothing aesthetic that matched what I had in mind for my main character. What I had in mind for a lot of these pictures I recognized that I was expecting too much out of these stock image sites. Unless I were to Photoshop or take the picture myself of what I specifically wanted, when it comes to the search results, I can only expect to get but so much regarding what I had envisioned. Especially for the genre of my book, sci-fi seems like a more difficult genre to find stock images for. While going through some of these pictures, I was thinking about how great they would be for other book aesthetic genres. I was about to give up finding an image to represent my protagonist until I came across a series of photos of black women in blue filtered light. They had makeup or glitter flecked on their faces, and to me, the glitter looked like it could symbolize stars, and one of the girls had braids, so it checked all of the boxes of what I was looking for. And that same model in the photo I chose appears to be wearing a tank top, which is something my character would totally wear under her coveralls, which worked out. After I had a good collection of images to work from, I went to a site called Canva to put my images into a collage. Canva is free to use, and you can download your collage once you are finished, and they have dozens of templates for you to choose from. I found a template that worked with the dimensions of the pictures I chose and had panels arranged in a way that I liked. Canva also has filters you can use, so I played around with the saturation and the sharpness. I thought about talking about what the premise of my story is, but after a lot of thought, I don't want to delve too much or even vaguely into what the story is about. Not necessarily because of secrecy or anything, but because I'm still in the zero draft phase and everything is subject to change. And this book aesthetic represents what the story is taking shape to look like so far. And here's the final product. I got discouraged at first when I couldn't find images that I had in mind that fit the aesthetic of what I was going for. And I understand I was picky with these photos, but I had a specific vision and I wanted to find images that matched as closely to that vision as possible. But in the end, I thought it worked out. Thanks for watching.